Hello, folks. My name is Ravi. In case you don't know who I am based out of Bangalore. I used to be an IT professional for a little over 20 years, and after that, I wanted to focus on music full time. So I gave it 10 years, and my 10-year window to focus on that ended as on December 2018. So during that phase, my wife and I, we set up a music school, a retail business in the area of musical instruments, sales and service. And along with my son, we set up a recording studio. We produced our own music. You can get more details in another video, which is going to be on a platform that I'm going to talk about. The platform is called GigSy. It's a new platform that helps bring creators, closer to people who are supporting the creator in his or her journey. Why I got interested in this platform when the founders came and spoke to me, met with me, gave a demo of this platform was, I don't think in India we have a platform like this. I do know there are a number of creators. Many of my friends are in this space. When I say creators, these are people who are on their own creative journey. They are either painters or musicians, or they are professional speakers. All of these come under creators. The one thing that ties all creators together is they're passionate about what they do. I'm not saying that others aren't passionate, but definitely anybody who is in the creative space is passionate. The problem with being passionate about what you do and chasing and making that your profession is that you have to make some sacrifices. It's not that every single passion is going to be commercially viable or commercially successful, especially in the initial stages. And this is where well-wishers, people who believe in your potential, people who would like to support you in this journey, if they can find ways to contribute, financially, and in return, creators won't ever want money for free. They want to give things back for sure. It will be either through workshops or through sharing their knowledge. It could be their own creations which they want to share, and that is where this platform, I think, helps in bringing both these players together. Yes, this is may not be unique. There may be other platforms, but I like what I heard from the founders here. So I'm on this platform. Just like I can see every day there's somebody else who's getting onto it. So the purpose of this video and me talking to you is to share with you what I am going to be offering on this platform. So what you're seeing here is a screen on GigSy. I'm going to click on mine. By the way, I'm yet to start putting out stuff, but I will do so very soon. So you get to see a little bit about myself. And first of all, the way this works is through a subscriber model. So as soon as somebody creates a fan account, starts following a creator like me, they get to see a free channel on which, whatever the creator feels like sharing is out there for the fans to access. And apart from that, the creator then can create up to 4 tiers or channels. They are named bronze, silver, and so forth. In my case, I am creating a bronze tier and a silver tier, which fans can subscribe to on a monthly basis. Now, please make a note that if you're already subscribing to a silver tier, you get what comes on the bronze for free. You don't need to again subscribe to the bronze tier. So let me explain what is it that what I intend sharing. So on the bronze tier, since I'm a person with multiple interests, I grew up fiddling around with things. Yes, academics was important, no doubt, but I grew up, experimenting with carpentry, with masonry. I loved opening up engines in my spare time. 2 of my uncles had workshops, so that made it easier. Most of the things at home were serviced by me or my brother or who was around. We grew up dirtying our hands, and that really helped us during our corporate career too, because anytime I noticed that we were asked to start up a new team or start up a new practice, it typically we would be the types that our managers, would reach out to and say, can you get this done? And I think when I look back, I'm pretty certain it's probably because we did not need complete, specifications, a full set of directions, or detailed instructions about how to get on with our job. We just had to be given a direction and then we did it, right? I am not boasting. I'm just telling you the way things are. Like me, there are plenty of others around, and I think it's a key skill today to be multi-skilled, especially in today's environment where disruptions are happening. One technology is replacing the other. Older ways of doing things is changing. So in this situation, people who can adapt are probably going to get through more easily than people who are going to remain rigid. I hope to use these channels to communicate and share stories and experiences, which would be helpful, which means this channel is going to see me talk about not only music in terms of how music can be made, how music can be played, how do you go about picking musical instruments, how do you maintain instruments, and so on. I definitely am going to talk about arts in general. I'm not good at everything, but I know people who are good in in what they do. I might do interviews with them. I'll be sharing their stories as well. And I definitely would like to talk about other topics that I love, which is on career, how to build a balanced career, lessons learned and stories from the corporate life. So both these channels are going to cover all these topics. The only difference is in the area of the bronze tier, I'm saying that it's going to be lighter topics which can be easily understood by people who are 11 years and above. On the silver tier, I'm probably going to take up topics which are a little bit more detailed, more deeper stuff. I'm assuming that this is going to be useful for the age group of 16 plus. And that doesn't mean that 11-year-old shouldn't be looking at stuff here. Can, maybe with somebody to explain things that might make it easier for them. So I look forward to sharing. I love sharing. People who have worked with me, known me, will vouch for that. That I'm a person who probably shares even when not asked to. So we have one life, and a lot of us gain a lot of experiences. And if we don't share, I'm a person who believes that we don't leave anything of value behind once we've gone and left this world. I think whatever knowledge is accumulated by people needs to be shared. Yes, different people may have different ways of sharing. They may do it for free. They may do it for a very subsidized rate. Somebody may share it for a higher fee. But then each person has their own priorities, their own bills to pay. So I look forward to a lot of sharing on GigSy.